Well, it's alright now because anything you do.
I don't always like videos, but when I do, I always prefer Road.Crypto. Trade wisely, my friends.
Gary was a man who thought he could rule crypto, sharing at the SEC.
You lock what you see. Then please subscribe, eh? And if you like what we do, then smash that like button too.
Are you trying to find financial freedom by trading and investing in them there cryptocurrencies? But are you having a hard time being profitable and making them winning trades? Well, you can get all that knowledge and a whole lot more just by watching the Crypto Chart School playlist over here at the Road Dog Crypto channel. You just go right down here where it says Chart School, you click that full playlist, and voila! They got all the knowledge right there.
Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone? 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like that. It burns, so give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorries won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action, distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some a job to pay the rent, he's busy. Gotta feel free sometimes, right? What doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be not another day. She would have wished to stay, but they're done. Red eyes while he's shy. Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart. It needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Baby said that they don't got a future like that. It hurts, so giving something worse to pass the time. Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun?
Crappy 6th of July, everyone.
It needs a little kickstart. Don't you
At least the market seems that way. Glad to have you guys here.
don't you wanna have some fun?
We got DeFi guy.
Don't you wanna have some fun?
Got Grizz. We got Striga.
Don't you wanna have some fun?
Striga gets the early bird award.
I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone when it's bad. I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone when it's bad. I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone.
What's up, Grizz? Well, we may be off by a second or two, but let's go ahead and just rip that Band-Aid right off. Is your motors ready? Yeah, it sounds like that motorcycle stalled out too. Well, the daily looks kind of grim. Hour looks like it's starting to pick up. So, wow, let's take a look and see what's going on. Not good. No bueno. We had that pattern right there, that falling megaphone. Had a good chance to bump to the upside, and it did. And then, boom, came immediately right back down. I mean, there's a good chance for it to be rejected here at this top. But we came back into this pattern, and now, oh, that's bearish. And now we broke below this other bigger bearish pattern that we're in this rising channel. So it looks kind of imminent that we may come down to this 200 moving average area. I mean, it's not a solid giveaway yet. We should more than likely have a retest back up here again in this area. And getting rejected there, I would expect this measure move, but even past this measure move, because I just think we're kind of in a bigger kind of range zone, unless they're faking us out. You know, we're coming down to this wick area about 29.5. And honestly, that's how I'm kind of playing that out, because, well, that area goes, I mean, way back over here too. So I guess that's the daily explains why. Always good to zoom out on the daily. Now the dailies, well, our pay. Support on that 21 on the daily. Could we get a Christmas miracle in July that would hold? And just put us back, it's basically a range. We can actually, it's probably make more sense if we get rid of this channel, which on the daily, it doesn't fit as nicely, right? Just more of a range, this green area. But it could be as big as this area. Let's just look left a little bit. This area right here should hold, or be a good place for support. I do really kind of see that. So let me just zoom way out here just for a moment. Weekly looks good. 5 days good. 3 days a little top heavy, but you know, overall still good. On this one, we got more of a bearish type shape there. And then coming to the daily, where, you know, we're getting a little bit of a decline here. This chart's getting a little bit too messy for me, really. Definitely the indicators say for the daily on the downside. So let me just clear this mess out. I'm having trouble just making sense of it all. Sometimes you just draw up your charts too much, and then it doesn't help as much. So currently on the daily, finding support the 21 moving average and the 236. That's actually so far a good sign. Because this could just be that little trip, that last little bump down for a bigger move. So that's kind of the hopium, the bullish scenario. And the weekly can kind of leak some credence to that might possibly play out. However, the daily, I'm telling you, and then what was it, the 3 day? 3 days have been a little indecisive. 3 day has got this little cross getting ready to happen, which is actually bullish. So that just earned some brownie points in my book right there. So if we were to lose this one, we definitely would be coming back down to this area as low as 27.28, but we're not ready to give that part up yet. We still got a fighting chance here on the daily to stay above this 236, which would be a really bullish. That means we got some further plans for Bitcoin here, but coming down to smaller time frames, now it's starting to get a little bearish there. More bearish, more bearish targeting the zones that we got there. Yeah. Ooh, baby. You're gonna have to turn some things around here, Bitcoin. Because it's not looking pretty. And there's the line when it all happened right here. So to me, that's the official break of trend. And yeah, I would say we have a fair chance coming down to these areas. But you know, I don't trust those little sneaky Wall Street types. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled too. But it does look a lot like a double top scenario. Might be kind of happening here. But and then this range would be pretty much just kind of shot. But I got some hopium for this area right here to hold. So it sounds like I'm going both ways. I just bigger time frames look good, man. It's just the shorter ones look kind of bearish, and just that we just kind of, we had a hard run, man. It's time to kind of distribute a little bit, take some profit, relax a little, chill out, and then start again. Is really how I'm looking at it. But I'm watching the bear signs, possible double top going on. Looking at this 200 area, 28. Could be happening. They could just fake us out too, though. Could just be coming right back down here and then ranging. Because I think those market makers, they like to range. They know they can clean up in these little ranges. So that's my two scenarios I'm looking at right there. Fake out, time to freak out. Strega's USTC flash screen. You better get that check, man. Don't let it get infected. Is this going to be the summer of the great repegging? Y'all, this is a family channel. Let's check out Bitcoin dominance, see what's going on here. Bitcoin dominance gets happy and goes up, our altcoins get very sad and kind of go down. It's looking kind of happy here on the 4 hour. Daily's happy. Bitcoin dominance is happy. So a lot of people paying attention to Bitcoin. Thank you, Larry Fink. What are you up to? Announcing that at this particular moment in time. Does that get a lot of interest into it right now so that they have... I don't know. Are they trying to drive the price back down here? Total 3. Oh, man, baby. Total 3. You were looking so good. You're so promising. Wish I could say you still are, but you're flirting with disaster here, baby. You gotta turn around. This is the last stop. If you break below this, and oh gosh, altcoins coming down. Some good signs here that it may turn around though. That's not the 200, so keep our eyes on total too. But man, it took a hit. But there were gains to be had. It was looking good there for a little while. Hopefully you guys took advantage of that. Crystal balls. It would be really cool to see this mount stick, and it would struggle. It would struggle for the next couple of days. Then we're here at the weekend, so maybe that makes perfect sense. We're going to have another cliffhanger weekend, looks like. But it would be really cool for it to catch support and start coming up again. And I'd really like to see that happen before July 13th-ish. Just give a little extra time with this KuCoin thing I'm working with. So I did take a closer look at KuCoin. Actually, I think it's late last night, early this morning, I decided, hey man, I should just go ahead and just re-KYC if I've got to do that. And that's when I worked my way through there thinking everything still looks cool and groovy to come to the part where you can't. If you're a U.S. citizen, I posted over here in Telegram, that's what I'm putting here. So, when you get down to select your area, we're just not supported. So, So the fears are justified, apparently. Told you. Yep. Tis true, tis true. Just checking the settings real quick, make sure I don't have, because let me know if the music's too loud or anything like that, okay? Excuse me, I thought I had that muted. Chris says, yeah, I thought they changed their policy. I just thought they would actually mention something about that, just a little bit more specific. Makes me mad. I don't care about all the extra. I never KYC'd, so got to get out anyhow. Yeah, that just sucks. And I was really enjoying the whole margin thing, so this kind of throws a little wrench in what I'm trying to do there. But trying to find an alternative is not that easier, so we're kind of left with MexC, you know, and when's its turn coming? And we're being squeezed out, and then I was flirting around with some dexes tonight, and then it flashes up, you know, if you're in the U.S. state or U.S. territory, you know, basically you're not welcome here. Even though, you know, on the dexes. So, land of the free. It just, yeah, it upsets me. We're just being deliberately kept out of a global economy, a growing global marketplace. And it makes you wonder, you take a look at the country and what it was founded on, and how did we get here, and why are we okay with it? I think socialists found a way to get into the government was just through the bureaucratic process that they seem to excel at. Why run for office? But not to rant, just taking a look at a few things, taking a look at the dollar. Dollar's just kind of zigzag. You know, we don't even pay as much attention to the dollar anymore as far as Bitcoin and all this other stuff goes. Does seem to be getting rejected there, and hopefully the dollar. It's 4 hour, but rising pattern seems to be topping out here. That looks like it could be a positive sign for Bitcoin. Let me get one more jump up before she breaks down, but this may be it. ETH took a hit too, down at the 200 on the 4 hour. Man, what breakout looked beautiful, didn't it? Came down for what looked to be maybe, hopefully, a deep retest. Didn't look too hopeful with this kind of foreboding Grim Reaper shadowy figure up there. Spikes on his shoulders. You can tell by the hood, man. That dude's evil. He got ill will. Now we're in this pattern, and that's tricky, man. That's not cool. That puts a higher, even though that 200 is there, giving it support. Let's hope it holds, because when it does this, it's got the tendency to come back and then break, it can go down. So possibly seeing $1,700 Ethereum if it takes that. I hope not. This will not aid me on my KuCoin migration. And there's a lot of ways that I guess we could look at this. So there's the hopium. We just broaden out our pattern, and I guess we can, you know, let's dot this little guy. He still matters, but I'm more looking at this straight out megaphone pattern. Supposedly these have a 60% chance to break to the upside. And yeah, this next area would be about down here, and could we do something like that? Pattern suggests it's possible. It is a continuation pattern. Pattern price did come up into it when it made that. That would be cool. So around 1800 and get a bounce there, but if not, boom. So that's the realistic hopium that I could actually give to this. It is too soon to tell about whether we break past this area. So right now, this is a very likely scenario. Let's bring the chat over. Turd caps. Some turd caps. What? What I miss? Have I tried Primex BT? No, I have downloaded the app a long time ago, but I haven't actually funded it or tried it. Crypto Savvy, I think, uses that one. He promotes that one a lot. I may have to look at it. I mean, we have to mine what we can find, right? For margin trading, if they got it, then that'll win me over. Otherwise, now I've got to switch over to all perps. And I prime rib, medium rare. Me too. I was watching about how loopholes rode and changed the check and balances. I heard a lot of YouTubers, or a lot of YouTube traders are using it. I think Thinking Trader XO and Trader may use it. Floki Toshi up on the Floki Safemoon. Hey, Index Tools. These guys are back. Hey guys. Now, I do have to warn you. I do have a spam button. Just letting you know. So, have no problem checking out Floki Safemoon, FSM. I remember. And I appreciate you being in my chat. But dude, I'm a small channel. You got much bigger markets out there. I'm just saying. My mods are locked and ready, locked and loaded, so I don't know. Just do I remember? FSM has risen more. Has it got listed on CoinGecko yet? That's what I think you mentioned that last time, right? Safemoon didn't show up in my spot. Let's see. I don't think anybody else had requested anything, did they? Just make sure I'm not skipping over anybody here. I think we're going to take a quick look at Pepe 2.0, and then I will do FSM right after that. And we'll just jump over to Pepe 2.0. Go to MexC. Wow. Okay. Well, my Pepe trade. Well, you know, I want to take a look at Pepe after that. These are my Bitcoin is still up 9,000 and my Pepe is up 337, and this is Paper Trades on TradingView. And the IRS can get their paper trading taxes. Oh, Jesus. Oh, sorry, Lord. Well, apparently Pepe 2.0 went right past every target that I'd modestly set for it. So, excuse me, I guess in real life, it's best to target that. That would be 1.60 and 30. Because that seems to be what we're getting ready to do here. I have missed this entirely. That's a beautiful parabola. And this is the 4 hour, right? I mean, it's golden. It's ready to rock it. How many? I just got to know how many coins are there? There we are, Pepe 2.0. And how? It's just crazy how that works. Jeez. I can't even count that high. Is that trillion? 420 trillion? So, it seems like a lot of these meme coins get up to around 100, 125 million, somewhere through there, before the real, avalanche cash outs start coming in. So, I think it's definitely got legs. Too far gone for me, though. And bring the chat back over. Floki Safemoon. Floki Toshi says there's a little left for CoinGecko before the 10th. It should already be listed. Cool. Okay. What a great rise of the FSN. Do you guys have a password? Or a secret handshake and stuff too? Because that would be cool. Won't believe. Okay. Well, let's take a look at FSM. And I think we have to go to Dex Tools, right? Always like to just check on here. Floki Safemoon, and it was the 40C3 if I remember right. Sometimes I can remember stuff. It's crazy how that. Wow. Jeez. Okay. Well, these blue lines were targets. Congratulations. You guys made bank on that. Oh yeah, this is the one that doesn't give you the percentages and stuff, right? It's of no use to me. So from its top point right there, buying the retest of that, well, yeah. Where is it? I lost it. This little thing got in my way. 187%, 188%. Hey, you cannot deny those gains. There is no denying that. There is no way that I can give you a reasonable, especially on Dex Tools, unless. Are you going to let me? It won't let me change things, will it? Darn you, Dex Tools. You can't let me get my levels. You're gonna make me have to cheat. All right. Where are you, Zero? Even I ran out of room there too. Hold on, let's get the next one. Oh, No, I had it right there at 0, right? Yeah, that's 0. That was correct. How many 618s can we go up on this thing? You just got it. Okay, that's a 3618. Being a 618 area, I would think that it is due for a nice little pullback. That would just make sense. But, you know, it didn't do it last time, so why would it listen to me now? But if it did, I would be looking at this 0.0, small little letter 9, 3480, whatever that means, because my math cannot go that micro in my head. And currently it's at 0.0, little bitty 9, 49. So 49 down to 34, and that's kind of a, for it. Oh yeah, you don't do that. I forgot. That could be what, a 30% drop thereabout, maybe. That would still be in the healthy realms of pullbacks there. I can't get a true. I can't adjust their fibs. It doesn't let me adjust them to make them what I need them to be to make any cool predictions. But definitely on a tear, there's no denying that. Strigahara wouldn't let me get any. Informativo ergonomia Flokio sí. The best project in this moment. That wasn't Spanish, was it? It was just typo there. Ergonomia Floki is the best project in this moment. Okay, gotcha. The next Doge killer. Why you want to kill Doge, man? We're kind of like doggies here, you know? My channel's named after a dog. Strega says, what's the tax on it? To the moon, Floki Safemoon. Floki Safemoon breaks all schemes. I would try to find a synonym for that word if I were on your marketing department. It only knows how to go up. It is going to outperform Dogecoin. Well, I would say that all things relative, it's kind of already outperformed Dogecoin in the short term. Hard to outperform Doge. Winnie Pepe. Roki Toshi, $100 to the market out will be 100 of the market cap at 10 billion will be a reality. Hey. Is there I don't see a link for a website. But after the stream or something, I might look into it a little bit more. I'm not sure how to use Dex tools and find what I need. Although, well, when it gets on the CoinGecko, you said it might already be there, right? Okay. Apparently not yet. Okay, well. Floki Safemoon. It mooned. I tell you what, that gives me the perfect opportunity for us to celebrate. Says Lokitoshi says website and coin market cap. Okay, cool. But I was saying it just looks a little steamy. It's just looking a little too hot. Makes me think if I touch it, I get burned. That's all I'm saying. It just looks that good. It looks like it's gotta take a break, man. It just does. It just needs to be healthy. But hey, you guys have been in it. Y'all been winning it. Our Muzaki started all over again. Excuse me while I fast forward. Somewhere. Oh man, I lost the chat thing again. I hate it when that happens. Half is burning, the other is deposited in the liquidity pool. 1% tax, okay. I will check that out. And right now, jeez. Just a second, guys. I just got kind of thrown off there a minute. One that I've been very interested in lately is Pendle. And yeah, and you can kind of see why with these spikes going up to like $1.74. Been hanging around at $88 or 88 cents. It's been a strong one. It's been strong all year. That's how I just found it on Crypto Bubbles. The year got it 1,800%. So I've been paying attention to some of these, and it's just been on a tear. I'm going to zoom out because that's a beautiful spike. There's lots of sell pressure there, bringing it down. But I don't know. I've got to. It's kind of a fun one to trade. So if I bring this over here, where'd you go, baby? Yeah, because I did a 5x long, got 96% out of that. So I'm kind of liking Pendle. We just need to clear this whole chart off. Oh, okay, I appreciate it, Lotokis. And I'll look into the website and dig deeper into it. Maybe I can actually say something, understand more about it. There's got to be something, but it's definitely on a tear. I just like to look at things a little bit deeper before I start talking a lot about them. Well, my man, I tell you what, Pendle. It just looks like it's just getting set to do a big parabolic run. I just see it keep going up and up. I mean, over there we go. That's the line I'm looking for. So, our pullback is okay. Here we go. Man, that wick is just. Okay, the candle body lines up at 50, so that gives me a little bit more confidence in this Fibonacci here. Oh, where did I start? I started from here. Like, oh, all the way down here, we're at the 618. But I just really want to concentrate on the one leg that we had right there, 71.51. And then this 886 area, and that lines up really good. So we could be coming back down to the. It would make sense to come back down to the bottom of this channel. But I've got my eye on this one. me check the smaller time frame, because are we getting bearish? Are we getting ready to come down? If so, I've got to change some things up here. Because I still have a MexC trade open on this. There's some bearish signs here on the 4 hour, but I'm telling you, man, those moving averages, they're all just, we're still above the 50, so we're good. We're good. The 9 is kind of lagging a little bit, and we're just below it, but it's not trying to cross over that 50, man. So there may be a little surprise bump up here. There may be a surprise for this little guy. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Do I need to keep this little trade open a little bit longer, or should I'm not crazy about this shape, but I do like the kind of rounding formations we got there. Just really interesting, especially after that big run up. This is usually down and sideways after you break a parabola, and that kind of did. So, but the 1 hour is still above the 200. I suppose the smart thing to do would just be to put an alert on that line. I'll just put one right there on that one. And then it will let me know, and then I'll know to get the heck out of there. I'll put it about 84 cents there. Got my eye on that. This could be a good... This one still could be on its upward trajectory, which is what I'm hoping. Because it seems to be a strong one. But, you know, it's after that big wick there, it's due for a little bit of a pullback. And if it is, then I'm going to be making some plans on looking at some of these areas. So Pendle's one I'm going to be following. Probably not the best trade now. It's probably already, you know, it's had its little run up. Kind of like FSM. That's that big just skyrocketed, except for this one did it all in one day. And then you get this. Take a look at ACH, Alchemy Pay. And I believe that we can do that here on Binance. On the daily chart, and let me just zoom out to the weekly here, probably easier to kind of see. I like these kind of shapes. These are some bottoming shapes here. And we can see that after hitting bottom, ran up real nice. Time to chill, take a break. Came back, hit the 786. Good chance we may have found a bottom area if this support holds. But just to keep it real, though, I mean, just depending on whatever happens in the market and stuff like that. I mean, we could eventually just come back down and kind of do a bigger double bottom. It's possible to see these areas 0.0088 right through there, which in my mind would be a good place to pick this up. Just watching it closely to see if it's possible we did get a bottom here, though, or another local bottom, and get ready for another updo. So just something to think about. Put on your radar. See if I can finagle. Yeah, that doesn't make me feel very confident. If that angle hold true. Cut a little bit of a corner there, but I don't think that's going to make a difference. I think that just make it worse. So according to this little strategy I have, it's kind of like in the bearish predicament. So just want to keep your eye on it. It's riding above the 50. That's a good sign. If we can just break back above, we see a little bit more of an uptick. We'll have to take another look at it. losing to 50 would make this little scenario play true, where we'd be coming down to 0.007. So wanted to check back at it. One I haven't looked at in a while is EJS, Enjin Starter. Good lord. It looks like it's going to be a mess, too. Enjin Starter, and it's been a little minute, hasn't it? So I got a fib pulled here from whatever we were doing then. Doesn't really make much sense now. Oh, I see. Okay, I see what I was doing there. It has not hit that target, which is a good thing. It came down and found support at a previous area. Things are looking good for Enjin Starter. This is kind of what I'm saying. It's got a kind of a rounding little shape coming on through here. So it's above the 200 on the daily. That's the kicker. That's the good thing. Price is above the 50 now. Indicators look ready to rock. So the accumulation zone, if you guys did accumulate that, I did not reaccumulate this one this time around. It kind of the KuCoin debacle and all this other stuff had me a little bit sidetracked. Was not looking. Darn it! Did I miss it again? Doing a little projection here. Oh yeah. I think it's still got a good chance to come up here 0.00756 area, and even from where it is, that's about a 78% return. Technically, there's a breakout of a falling wedge. Volume looks weird here, so there is an uptick there, so that gives it some validity. Missed my own trade setup, man. That sucked. Look, it hit all, man. It hit all the targets. Even the little orange one at 0.002938. Hit it twice. Bump, bump, bump. Little hiccup just right up here at this 100 moving average. Maybe one to keep you on your radar here. I think it's getting ready to do something. 78% return, not bad. So I'm looking at that area right there. All right. No problem, my man. No problem. Just to be transparent, I know nothing about Floki Safemoon. They just popped up, asked me to look at the coin. They were a little spammy last time they were here, so I don't know. They're very excited about their project, as a lot of people are, and I don't mind taking a look at things. It definitely has been a performer, but I'm not part of that. I'm not getting any kind of kickbacks or anything by mentioning it. And gosh, dude, I'm lucky to have 10 people on the stream. You know, I'm not your audience to reach a mass, not your person to reach a mass audience at this point in stage. So I got no dog in that fight. Except for you call it a Doge killer, man. And we like dojis. Well, like dogs. Because if there's anything that you would like me to take a look at, by all means, just send it my way. Man, I've been moving some coins around, and I was sending out some packs of gold because I've just got some of that for whatnot. And I decided, well, I'm going to hang on to that. Send it to the wrong wallet, man. It freaked me out until I finally found it. I was like, I should be way past these newbie mistakes by now. But luckily it's not hung out there somewhere. One time I sent like $2,500 over to KuCoin. over Arbitrum, and I thought they had it set up, right? I thought I'd done that before. They didn't even have it set up. So it just sat in limbo for like 6 months until they finally turned the Arbitrum on, and then magically it showed up. You can go through some of the crazy stuff like that. Half Pepe, let's go. Is there really a Half Pepe? INJ. Oh yeah, I like INJ. Definitely take a look at INJ. Is there a Half Pepe though? I've seen you mention that several times. If there's not, then maybe there should be. But there is a Pepe 0.5. Hey, you can actually chart from here too, right? There's Ethereum, and there's also, well, that's got the most liquidity, looks like. Oh gosh, oh guys, I think this is kind of cool, man. I didn't know CoinGecko had all this until by accident just the other night there. Pepe 2.5 on the 15-minute looks like it took a little beating. This is the 1 hour, and it looks like it's like one of those 5-year charts. On this bull market, you can see, and then we went flat. Last bull market, it didn't make it up to that high, and now you can see where that's what it looks like, man. Well, I gotta say that you are in bottom territory, so accumulating down here. And Pepe 2.0 took off. I don't know, man. I don't know how these work, but if you're going to buy it, best to buy it down here than up here. How big of a run was that? I mean, how much are we talking about here on some of these moves? Is this measurement tool going to work for me on this one? Well, I know. Yeah, okay, I can see the appeal. We're talking about 5-6x is pretty easy on those bumps. Okay. Yeah. So many freaking zeros, man. That so many coins out there. That's just. I may dabble with the meme coins, but that's about all I do is a little bit of dabbling. Do have some Doge though. Well, currently it's finding support here at this area, so maybe that will stick. It's kind of working on flipping. That's actually a cool area. Saw it here, it's actually down a little bit lower. And then right here, down, and here again, and then now we got to go to above it. So it's trying to flip that area. I've got nothing for indicators here. If I had to choose one, it would probably be the RSI, but where is it? Oh my gosh, you don't have an RSI. What? I can't see this, man. Oh, look at that. Now my tools are gone. So, what was it? Is it this one? Oh, okay. We got that. And man, you don't have my... got my fibs. My fib levels. The best I can see on this is this trying to get up above where it needs to, and if it does, that's a good thing. Then we can probably concentrate on some more upside. That we're flipping this area for support, and then we'll start targeting these other areas about 3260. It's at 2096 where it's at. All those zeros 2096, and I'm seeing the 3260 area up to 38 area. If it can flip this area, how do I get back? Whoa, there we are. A Pepe 5.0, it's a real thing. Go figure. Trigger says it was up pretty good last night. Not selling this one early. Betting the farm. Okay. Man, when time turns around, I think it's gonna be nice. Yeah, I know, right? I need to. I'm having to be real frugal right now with this whole KuCoin thing, because I'm trying to get out there with as much Bitcoin as I went in with. So I do have a decent little starter bag of time. I didn't miss out on it. Bitcoin made me laugh when I saw it. Literally Half Pepe. Literally. Okay. To be fair, I've never seen the frog jump. Man, I kicked one last night. Went outside and just felt something on my foot, and I was like, wait a minute, that felt alive. What the freak? And turned light on, and there's a frog. A toad, if you will. A big fat toad, and it just hung around there. Moving on to INJ. I like INJ. It was when I didn't think I was going to be able to get a bag on it because it just kept going and going. And clearly we can see that it has done well again. So I'm going to clear off some of these lines because it's just getting too messy. Wow, I can actually see stuff now. So we're starting to see this kind of shape there. It's kind of, I don't want to call it head and shoulders. Don't want to call it a cup and handle. But we're just seeing that on a lot of them, and I think it's a good thing. So there's this zone right here. Especially down to that wick. We did touch up in it. So that's been a hard place to get past. Actually, if I were, this is even on the daily, but I would look at that as being a bear or a bull flag. I've been calling them by the wrong names lately. A bull flag. So that one possibly has a measured move, and that makes sense right over here when you look to the left. Lines up beautifully. And we can get the hopium measurement, which surprisingly was hit by some other coins. It's just a little bit above that. Make sure I'm not on log scale. So I don't know if you guys know this, but when you do measure moves from patterns and stuff, you want to make sure that you are not on log scale. That will that will skew all your measurements. Kind of defeats the purpose of having them. Same thing when I see the people that do this and then they just take, after they put a measure move and then they just drag it up somewhere. So I was like, why'd you even do that? Why did you make me watch you take that measure move if you're just going to put it where you want it to go anyway? Oh, hey, the timer's going off there. So it looks like it can do a pullback, but what we got? Oh, wow, nice, 100%. Coming up to $16, 114%. So I got targets about 15, 13, and 16, 15, which is where it used to hang around anyway for the longest time. That was the average price of INJ. So just looking on the daily, we lost a 9, so definitely it's due to come back for a little bit of a retest of this trend line. Breakout area may get back to about 730, 728. 742 is currently where the 21 moving average is, and that's its first likely place to find support and start moving up. If not there, then the 50, which by that time we're still looking around 720 probably. Just have to keep an eye on that shorter term time frame. Well, let me bump back to the daily there. I really think this one's just getting ready for a much bigger move. It does have it still has that nice parabolic shape, and I mean, it's the pattern wise, it's just starting to fill that thing out. So I mean, we got 1, 3. I mean, even if you go by the waves, that third wave, this is 1, 2, 3. It's supposed to be the big one. Then we come back down to 4, which is valid because it didn't break down below this one. So that one's got a big move to come. I rarely remember to even think about doing waves, as it's just not the major part of my trading strategy. 618 comes in at 1460, or the 1618, and might even see 1757 out of this little guy. And you will see 1288. It might get a little bit of a hiccup there. So I like what I'm seeing with IMJ. I'm very happy that I finally got a bag. I missed it at these prices, or if I picked up, it was very few. Most of them I got between $3.50 and I think I even bought some close to $6. It was one that just slipped my mind all through October and November and December as being one to accumulate, and I don't know why, because I mean, it's a good performer. So wow, hats off to anybody who did get into it at these prices below $2, because I mean, you've already 4 or 5 decks right there. I like it. And time is 1672. Chris says, I'm excited. It's huge. I thought you were a bear, Chris. Hey, Shahida Wahid, I haven't seen you in a long time. Hey, welcome back. To take a look at hello? Yeah, we can do that. And then I think after that, we will wind it down, but we'll take a look at time. Chrono.tech, I've been doing mine at, well, here, that's Trading View, right? Let's take a look at the Trading View chart. Okay. Yeah, I still see that. I mean, on the bigger picture for time, just a double bottom scenario. It's holding that level really nice. Got to really zoom in here, but gosh. I mean, they're trying to break it. They are, but all that buy pressure, all those bottom wicks, they're pushing up on it. There's only so many of these, you know? Gosh. All right, so come down to the smaller time frame. So we broke that level. That was holding, and now we're under it. That's not cool. And as I speak, they're driving the prices down. Wow. How much volume is going with that? $24-hour trading volume. That's not that much. Market cap 11 million. Let's see. We talked about the contract change. That's not a deal anymore. It's still one of my wild cards. Definitely Normally for DCA strategies, good time, but I've got no sign. I mean, is it going to break this bottom area? It's already broke my line. So let's start getting a little technical here. All right, so we still got a little bit further down to go. So that line came in at $16.34, and we're just about 30 cents away from it. I would watch that area. If we break below that, then oh gosh, pay much closer attention to it for a lot more further downside, and look for some news on it or something. But the chances are we'll bottom out here and see a turnaround. So we'll keep an eye on this. I'll try to make a note to look at it tomorrow night or the next night or something too. Because I'm very interested in this one too. I wouldn't mind picking up, maybe pick up some anyway. Just dibble dabble, a little here, a little there. This is one of my little long-term holdbacks, and I don't mind making it bigger when they're down at this prices like right now. And let's take a look at hello. Here says I'm excited when prices go down in bargain time. Exactly, man. It takes a little while to get there. Oh, no problem, man. I always got you. But you know, you go through that little stage where when it goes down, you're just scared to death, and then just all of a sudden, I don't know, after many years or whatever, after you've been down there before now, then you get excited. You're just like, oh, it's time to go shopping now. Yeah, come on down, baby. When everybody else is just freaking out, just thinking, oh, I gotta get out. Gotta get out and save my losses, right? So to me, this is a good sign, a support resistance flip on this trend line. So it means the bottom trend line would have to be this, which is bullish, 72% chance this breaks to the upside, which it is. It just doesn't have the volume at the moment to support a strong move. I like this project. Focus says, are you a fan of Casper? And would you invest in it? I'm not holding any. We just now got through doing time. I guess just maybe right before you got here, or just a second ago. Casper. I'm still not sure exactly what the project does. I've traded it. I had a little bag of it. I don't think I do now. So I would say I'm undecided at this moment. I'm at the point where I'm starting to be a little selective since I've got to start moving all this stuff off. And I don't like moving ERC20 tokens, so I've got to have a decent bag of it, or, you know, a good starter bag of it worth moving. It makes no sense to move a $50 bag of something over Ethereum, so something's got to be at least $500 or $1,000 or more or something for me to want to mess with it on an ERC20 to move it. So, Casper has not made it to that level with my bag holding strategy at this point. Chef's in the house. Casper, XRP, XDC, Quant, AZERO. Wow. Cool. So hello, I think looks good so far. I mean, some people might even, you know, look at this as being a flag. That one big wick right there kind of makes me raise my eyebrow, because I do think this area right here is going to be a headache to get past. But the major move from a bull flag would put you right at 60 cents. And this little hiccup area would be about 5.3 cents. Still, it's at the bottom of the pattern now. This is exactly where I like to get in. It's at the bottom of those patterns. 33, and what we got there? Do that one again. 50-cent return just to those short-term measure moves. And I'm on the daily there. Let's come down. Smaller time frame. That line still holds. Okay. It's on candle bodies. I'm not concerned about the wicks as much. You can go by the wicks for an extreme, and it puts it more into a descending triangle. A little bit more. Would you say bearish? A little bit more bearish. These have like a 53% chance to break to the upside. Let's adjust this trend line here. So you got a couple of different things. I mean, you got this initial trend line here. Taking that into account, you've got a bullish megaphone, and that's 72% chance to break to the upside. Looking at the pattern isolated by itself, you got more of an ascending triangle. Smaller percent chance to break up there. But breaking out a bigger pattern just does a retest. The biggest thing to look at is this 200 moving average on the 400. Been holding that for support, so that's cool. It's just got a hiccup right up here around 4.2 cents. We got to get up above that. That's where we start seeing some upside. And right now, my indicators are saying it's just going to struggle. Probably come back and revisit this 200 around 0.039. It may do that a couple of times. Maybe wick back down here to 0.038, just a little wick like it did there, as this pattern just kind of fills out a little bit. So it had a nice run, just kind of, I don't know, just a little distribution, a little accumulation going on here as we retest these areas. But overall good, above the 4 hour, things are good. A little bit lagging on the 1 hour, so it's got some work to do, but overall I think it looks good. Now zooming out to where we're going to go, back up to that measured move at 6, and then of course you're looking at 7.3 as mainly your next target from there. If you want some hopium, I don't know hopium, but longer range targets, I'll put it that way. You got this area up here about 9.2 cents. I'm going to mark them because it's cool when I come back months later and they get hit 0.099 and maybe 11 cents. Maybe that one's, it's got to be a strong move to hit that one in one sweep anyway. But overall, that makes a lot of sense to me. This measure move makes a lot of sense. I think you will definitely see a lot of rejection here and a lot of sideways trading. Maybe down a little bit after we get there. So that's the area I would concentrate right now. And like I say, what is that? That's about a 45, 46% move. Not bad. Take a quick look at Casper. Going to have to get off these KuCoin charts soon. Well, Casper's just a mess here. Look at that bearish pattern there, and sure enough, boom. Let's clean this little guy up a little bit. We're just going to say zoom out, but we did zoom out. This is the daily. Alright, so there's my trend line. Broke that. Got rejected at the top of it, coming down. That's just it. Bearish megaphone pattern. Oh, these guys. Basically looking at coming back down to this area. So Casper could actually see this little juicy buy zone between 2.5 to 3 cents. you a few other little things here. That is a nice little confirmation of that. 2.513. So wow, it's just going. Looks like it's just going to take a little while to get there. So I'm looking at the moving averages right now because these numbers are seeming, they're seeming kind of bearish right now, just considering where we are. But just the fact that we lost that trend line and retested it, that's your sign. At least coming back down here, right? 0.33 cents. May get a bounce there, possible. And then retest these areas, and it may just be a slow. There's lots of scenarios that could work out. Things in the market can change. Could get a double bottom there, or it could come down and eventually hit this target that I've got. That's pretty much the oh crap target. So, but overall, it's going to be coming down for a little bit. Oh, there we are. I was looking for that, and I've got it on the screen anyway. So, Casper XRP. I haven't looked at XRP in a minute. Binance is a good place. With a messy chart I've got. Okay, so I'm still looking at it as being a nice parabola. And so far, as finicky as these little curved trend lines are, it's respecting it. It's a little bit sad on the moving averages right now, saying this got a good chance to come down and retest this 200, and that's at 43. So that's what the moving averages are saying. Which would suck because it would break my beautiful orange trend line. Meaning that I have cursed another coin with this line. I was actually getting ready to redraw a trend line there. Let's see, stretch that out to the wicks. There. A slight bit of hopium that maybe that trend line will hold. And that's extending it to the to the extremes there, onto the end of the wicks there. And you can see that it's wick through down here as well, making it even more weak. But right now we've got a chance to close above it. But man, XRP is going to have a hard time getting above 48 cents, is what I say. Just a lot of headache right there. Does this little guy give us any news? Okay, that's, a big thick area of volume right there. Much easier for it to come back down to these areas, right? At least in the market maker's eyes. Probably easier for them driving down to about 38, 39 cents. So they can play their little games and stuff. Ooh, draw that out. What's that look like? That almost looked like a inverted head and shoulders in there. Zoom this baby out. Still could be. If it gets a bounce here at this area, then that could still be valid. If we get the pullback to, what was it, 38 or something? Somehow that looks insanely different on this chart. That would definitely be invalid. I will say this when I zoom out on the weekly, I'm liking this idea a lot better. Of a possibility of that being an inverted head and shoulders just coming back for a retest. Because one reason is we're in the Ichimoku cloud. And, it doesn't usually spit you out on the downside. We're above the 21, and been finding support there on the weekly. Just got to reclaim this 9 moving average. So the key thing we got to see is break above 48 cents on this. If we can get around 48 cents on the smaller time frames and hold that, then I think this one's got a shot. I put more weight onto the larger time frames than I do the smaller ones. And just coming back down to the 4 hour, looks like it's found a bounce here. That's a good wick. And green candle, things are looking good on the 4 hour. So I'm sticking with that. I'm thinking there's maybe a bigger picture of possible inverted head and shoulders. And can't remember if it was this time frame we had that support resistance flip on. I think it was the daily we were looking at. No, not the daily. But I think this one's going to surprise us with an up move, even though it doesn't look like it on the daily. So keep an eye on this one. That's really a very unique situation, especially as we go into the weekend, right? But I'm curious about this one myself. I like what I see on the much bigger time frame. And what we have, XDC. Oh, that looks bearish. Did we look at this earlier tonight? Okay, it looks really familiar. So I'm seeing a bearish retest there under the 200. So it looks like short city for this one, in my opinion. I mean, it's got a chance to find support here. It hasn't. That has not flipped yet, but if the price were to come back below that, especially retest it, there could be probably some good shorts to be had there. But right now, we haven't made it down there yet. It's trying, but it's got some good signs on the moving averages too. I mean, look, we got our 50 moving average came down instead of keeping that kamikaze angle and crossing the 200. It's starting to do a U-turn. There's some sign of strength here, so there's some buying pressure coming into this. So that's a caution in my mind to watch for a fake out, where this possibly could be a bear trap. So trying to short this before this level here is lost that's a little kind of risky in my mind. Lots of people would do it. I would probably catch myself doing it if I'm not paying attention. Because being under 200 is definitely, it's bearish on the daily, right? With the smaller time frames, still a little bearish there. 1 hour starting to look a little bit better. So that's what I would be watching for. My trading strategy would say to wait for a breakup in here, a retest to go long, or wait for a retest here at 0.0309 to the downside and then go short. And if it does go short, I mean, basically we're looking back down to these areas, 0.023 and down to 0.02 cents. I mean, the measured move for just this, I don't think it would be as reliable. But to get technical about it, it would be at 0.01662. Most likely, it would be finding support here at 2 cents. QNT. That is one of my long-term bigger plays there, bigger bags. Which I expect to do amazing things, but it has been very kind of lackluster. QNT on the daily, man. Oh, are we in the descending triangle? Descending triangles have a tendency to become falling wedges. I don't want to go through that with you again, like all this stuff. I mean, definitely great places to pick this up. $50 area. If we ever find ourselves there, man, grab this sucker. Because you can see what it did. It went up to almost $200, $228. So, I mean, pretty good return getting it around $50. Making a 3 or 4x. The weekly's got some hope. So if we do have any hopium, it's got to be coming from the weekly. And the weekly's above the non-moving average, so that's what it's got going on. That's strength on the weekly. 3-day, everything below the weekly though looks rough as hell. Looks rough as all get out. Like it's going to. Where were we here? 96. Are we coming back down to $96 again? Gosh, you make it hard for me, girl. Moonbag, QNT. Come on. Stop doing me this way. Broke trend. That's what I'm looking for. Retested this area and hope that it holds, because if it doesn't, then we're going to find QNT on some sell prices here. As this goes into a falling wedge. And the only hints I've got is probably right down here at about $86. And that's a rough guesstimation. There's actually two little things telling me that though. AZERO's been having a little bit of a rough time lately, right? That's what I've been working on too. Minus of $1 or under $1 has been my game plan. Went up to about what? Almost $2 there. 50% retracement, basically, or more. So zooming out to the daily. So it's hit my level at 87, and we're kind of in a falling wedge here. Has not found bottom yet. It's got a wick here at 81.77. That's the one I'm looking for. That's just a little bit. Get right there on that wick. 0.8229. As close as I could get it there. So I guess we're looking about 80 cent AZERO coming according to the daily. It's trying to do something here, but I think it's just going to be it's just trying to retest that support that it lost. Now, if it breaks back up, that's a good sign. Hey, because getting it in at 83 cents, I don't have any orders in there. Darn it. I think these are great prices for it. Just taking a look at my moving averages here. So it looks like the 200 is going to cross to the downside of the 100, which is basically the 100 crossing above the 200. It's just interesting how it's presenting itself. A lot of sell pressure there. A lot of things, moving things down there, right? The 100 is kind of staying strong, though. That should give us a bump up when that actually happens, though. You guys are talking about John Wick. I've never seen those movies. Are they good? Because if they're super awesome, then man, I got hours of catching up to do sometime. John Wick in you. Not a real coin yet. Cool. All right, guys, the time is now 12:26. Went just a little bit longer than normal, but hey, it's fun hanging out with you guys and doing it at 11. Whoa, I'm looking at this again here on AZERO. Oh, it does look like it's got some further downside, which, like Riz says, they just going on sale, baby. Get to buy it cheaper. So I think I was turned on to this one first by Charting Crypto. Actually, he's turned me on to several of them. Pias being one of them lately, which has been doing pretty decent. And I know a lot of you guys watch him in his streams too, so you guys are probably familiar with this one. But when you... Oh, I don't even have the market cap information here. It was like $586 or something crazy like that. I don't know, man. I mean, it's got some risk and everything, but a wild card degen play. I like it. And did not hit this target. I had a target up here. It's about 53% move. It almost got it there. It may not be done yet. Just a interesting little degen play I got. So I must have put this one on. I think I put this one in the Telegram group a few days ago. Still got some legs to play on this trade. 6 hours says it's coming down though. Just saying. Take one last look at Bitcoin here. Good old Bitcoin. So potentially, I think I was looking at maybe seeing it come down to this area. Maybe it's found support. Maybe. Let's zoom back out here. I'm really looking at this as being a range instead of like a, oh God, we just broke Bart Simpson and coming down. I'm not sold on the Bart Simpson theory yet because I think the market makers want to range. And it may range a little while, and then maybe they'll get tired and Bart Simpson is down or something. Who knows? Although I will say this on the... I don't like what I'm seeing here with the... Or do I? Are you getting ready to curve on us? Or are you going to cross? So I'm looking at this 9 moving average. Had a hiccup here on the 50. Interesting. And now we're coming to the 100, which should be bearish, right? We're definitely in bearish territory. But it looks like it's losing steam there. Let's see you here. And we're about to regain it on the 1 hour. I'm really hoping that this is actually a range. I'm playing it as a range, so I'm buying actually through here and pyramiding some sales up here. But I am keeping my eye on some of these lower areas, just in case. In case we lose this, I'm just looking at these wicks right here at 29,500. Lose that. Oh, well, we'll have to start taking a look at it more seriously. But I'm just seeing a range, like they like to do in these areas. Once again, I have misplaced my chat box. Where'd you guys go, man? I misplaced you. All right. Striga says I watch charts, not movies. Striga gets all the cool emojis. Hey, I appreciate you guys for sticking around and hanging out. I forgot to do half the stuff I was supposed to do anyway.
For those of you out there that hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, I still got Steam on Elvis. How do you guys tell me when I leave these things on there too long? Because I forget about it. Oh, jeez. Yo, you guys can't even see what I'm doing on the screens. All right. I apologize for that, guys. Well, guys, have a good night, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow night.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like you're so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Sure you like my vibe, pass my candy on my wrist. Bad habits, little rabbit. Now sit down, you can have it. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freak it dog. Got a whole lot of love for my dog. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freak it dog. Now show how freaky you are.
So I'm just gonna be away for 1 hour. Please don't break anything. And I might have a surprise for you.
Give me a miracle. Added a syllable. Talking about big cash, that's the minimum. I'm done with this trash. Thought to be critical. Show me your mental state before we get